Oh my God. We got to get into this article, man. It seems as if Caitlin Clark has turned down $20 million. $20 million in the WNBA. Y'all acting like y'all can't get a CBA done, turning down all this bread for y'all. Listen, Caitlin, you might need to start accepting some of these bags. You might need to start accepting some of these payments.
NBA Finals. And so I'll leave it there. I mean, I'm just obviously disheartened. I'm a human too. I have a family. I have 2 kids who are devastated by these comments. And so all I'll say is just, it's obviously.
Hello and welcome back, everyone. Today we're talking about a major story shaking up the basketball world. The attention is not coming from a missed shot or a lost game, but from the business side of the sport. Reports suggest Caitlin Clark may have delayed or turned down a contract offer reportedly worth nearly $20 million, creating a huge conversation around power, money, and control in women's basketball. This is about more than a salary. For years, many WNBA players have relied on overseas leagues during the offseason because their league earnings were not enough. But Clark's situation is different. With her massive popularity, major endorsements, and growing brand, she has the freedom to make decisions based on what is best for her career. The reported offer was connected to the new unrivaled 3-on-3 league created by WNBA stars Breanna Stewart and Nafisa Collier, and it was believed to include unique financial opportunities beyond a normal contract. Clark's decision shows that she is not simply following the traditional path. She has become a player with the ability to shape the future of women's basketball. This was not a normal contract where a player simply shows up, plays, and gets paid. Reports compared the offer for Caitlin Clark to deals given to global superstars like Lionel Messi, suggesting it could include major benefits such as ownership opportunities, revenue sharing, and compensation unlike anything previously seen in women's sports. When combined with marketing and sponsorship opportunities, the total value of the package could potentially reach $10 million to $20 million over time. The goal of the unrivaled league is to give WNBA players a strong offseason option in the United States while allowing them to earn more without traveling overseas. But for the league to become a true success, Caitlin Clark's involvement is considered extremely important. Without her, it would still have talented players. But with her, it becomes a worldwide attraction. The organizers reportedly gave Caitlin Clark an opportunity that included almost everything they could offer, expecting her to quickly agree. But when her team did not immediately accept the deal, it created a major reaction across the basketball world. By taking her time, Clark showed that she values her schedule, health, and long-term goals just as much as the money being offered. Her presence is extremely important for the unrivaled league because she could help attract major television deals, sponsors, and a larger audience. At the same time, her decision proves that her personal brand is strong enough to stand on its own. She does not need a new league to become popular. Instead, the new league needs her star power to grow. This is also why WNBA leadership is reportedly paying close attention. The league recently secured a massive media rights deal, and many believe Caitlin Clark's popularity played a major role in increasing the value of women's basketball. Networks want to see her on their screens because she brings attention, viewers, and excitement. If Clark chooses to step away during the offseason to rest and prepare, the league could lose a major source of year-round attention. Executives are used to players needing every opportunity, but Clark is in a different position. With her growing brand, sponsorships, and reported Nike deal worth millions, she has financial security that allows her to make choices based on what she wants instead of what she needs. Unlike many athletes who must accept every appearance and opportunity, Clark entered the league with the power of a business leader. Her WNBA salary is only a small part of her overall income, meaning money alone may not be enough to influence her decisions. Money has always been one of the biggest ways organizations influence athletes. A bonus, a bigger contract, or a new opportunity can convince many players to accept extra responsibilities. But Caitlin Clark is in a different situation. Because she is already financially successful through endorsements and business opportunities, she does not have to make decisions based only on money. She has the freedom to choose what is best for her future. However, there may be another reason behind her decision to avoid playing basketball all year. Her rookie season was extremely demanding, both physically and mentally. Clark faced intense pressure, constant media attention, and several controversial physical moments on the court. Incidents involving hard contact from opponents, including the Chicago Sky, led many fans and analysts to question whether the league did enough to protect her. Some felt officials should have taken stronger action, while others viewed those moments as part of the challenges of entering professional basketball. Still, Clark may have taken away an important message. She has to protect herself. After a season filled with heavy minutes, physical battles, and non-stop expectations, choosing rest could be a way to recover and prepare for the future. Instead of adding another competitive league during the off-season, she may prefer to focus on her health and avoid unnecessary risks. This decision has also created mixed emotions among players around the league. Many veteran athletes have spent years building the WNBA, winning championships, and competing at the highest level while earning far less money than today's biggest stars. Seeing a young rookie with enormous financial power turn down a major opportunity creates a complicated reaction. There can be respect for what Clark has achieved, but also frustration from those who believe every player should help grow the league together. Veterans around the league have had mixed feelings about Caitlin Clark's rapid rise. Some believe she has not gone through the same struggles they experienced, while others recognize the attention and opportunities she has brought to women's basketball. If Clark chooses to reject major offseason opportunities, some players may see it as a missed chance to grow the league, while others may understand her decision to protect her career. The situation has created a complicated debate. Clark's popularity has become a major driver for ticket sales, sponsorships, and media attention. Because of that, every decision she makes has a bigger impact than a normal player's choice. Her absence from certain events could affect the momentum of the league, but it also shows that she has the power to decide how she wants to manage her future, instead of chasing every opportunity. Clark appears focused on setting boundaries. She can perform at a high level during the season, handle her responsibilities, and still choose when to step away. For years, many athletes had to accept every opportunity because they needed the income. Clark is in a different position because her brand and financial success give her more freedom. This has forced the league to think differently. If the WNBA wants its biggest stars to continue promoting the game, it may need to offer more than just money. Better travel conditions, improved player safety, stronger support systems, and a healthier environment could become just as important as contracts. The rise of Caitlin Clark has created a new era where superstar players have more influence over the direction of the sport. She is not simply another athlete following the system. She has become a player capable of changing the system itself. The situation also puts new leagues and business ventures in a difficult position. Many investors understand the value of having a global superstar involved because one player can attract millions of viewers and fans. Without that star power, building a new basketball product becomes much more challenging. Clark's independence is what makes her different. She does not have to follow the traditional path. She can make decisions based on her health, career goals, and long-term success. That unpredictability may create uncertainty for league officials, but it also proves how much influence she now has. The relationship between Clark and the WNBA will continue to be closely watched. The future may depend on whether the league chooses to control its biggest star or work with her as a true partner. One thing is clear, Caitlin Clark has changed the conversation around women's basketball, and everyone is paying attention to what she does next. The situation also raised serious questions about trust between Caitlin Clark and the league's leadership. Some believe that if a player feels unsupported or undervalued, they have every right to make decisions that protect their own career. From that perspective, turning down a major opportunity was not just about money. It was about sending a message that Clark wants control over her future and her choices. Many critics argue that a superstar should take advantage of every opportunity while the spotlight is at its brightest. They believe moments like this do not come around often, and every appearance, partnership, and event can help grow the sport. However, Clark and her team appear to have a different vision. Instead of chasing every opportunity, they seem focused on building a career that lasts for years. Burnout has become a major concern in professional sports. Many young athletes have struggled after being pushed into non-stop schedules, constant travel, and endless media commitments. Clark has already experienced an extremely demanding stretch of basketball, with college success, a professional transition, and massive public attention happening almost non-stop. For Clark, protecting her health may be the smartest investment she can make. A short-term opportunity can bring quick rewards, but one serious injury or excessive workload could change the direction of an entire career. She appears to understand that success is not only about what happens today, it is about staying at the top for many years. While some league officials may want maximum exposure and immediate growth, Clark seems focused on the long game. She has already proven her ability to attract fans, generate attention, and create value. Because of that, she does not need to accept every opportunity simply because it is offered. This situation has created a bigger conversation about the future of the WNBA. For decades, many players had limited choices and depended on every available opportunity. But the rise of a global superstar like Clark has changed that dynamic. She represents a new generation of athletes who have the ability to influence how leagues operate. The message behind her decisions is simple: talent deserves respect. Players should not only be viewed as marketing tools or sources of revenue. They should be treated as partners who have a voice in the direction of the sport. The league's future may depend on how it responds to this new reality. Improving player safety, travel conditions, scheduling, and overall culture could become just as important as financial offers. If the WNBA wants its biggest stars to continue leading its growth, it must create an environment where athletes feel valued and protected. Caitlin Clark's story is not just about rejecting one deal or skipping one opportunity. It represents a major shift in power. The biggest stars are no longer simply following the system, they are helping shape it. The commissioner can hold meetings, negotiate with sponsors, and plan for the future. But one thing cannot be changed: Caitlin Clark controls her own path. She has shown that when a player has talent, popularity, and independence, they have the power to make decisions on their own terms. And that is why the entire basketball world will be watching what Caitlin Clark does next.